Hey guys, welcome to Sippin' and Spillin' with Sid from 3 Mississippi. Man, I have been behind on posting this week. I am so sorry. It's been a bit chaotic. And then I also just didn't have much to tell you guys on top of that. There wasn't much that was exciting to tell you anyway. Like, I did fun things. Like, I scrubbed out both stock tanks and we moved some of our generators around, and like nothing really newsworthy, I feel like. I'm actually in Starkville right now. I had to take Tashka, our youngest livestock guardian dog, in to get spayed this morning. And I dropped her off. They wanted her dropped off between 7:30 and 8:30. And this morning went as such that I did not get her there until 8:30. I was trying to get her there at 8 o'clock, but she fought me so hard getting in the kennel because I decided I was gonna cram her in the largest cage I have, which is not that big. She fit in it, but it, like, not comfortably. Like, she couldn't like do jumping jacks if she wanted to or anything, but she just laid down in the back and went to sleep anyway. And of course, now that I had her in the back of the truck in a crate, she didn't lose her mind. Like, she didn't have diarrhea in the car or in the crate or anything. So I'm like, maybe she liked that better than being in the car, because at least then she was outside and she's used to being outside. I don't know. She seemed in good spirits when we arrived at the vet. And then I just handed her off. So that's all the news on that. And then basically I've been running errands, killing time until I have to be back to get her, because she's over in West Point right now. And I realized this morning while I was fighting with her trying to get her in this crate, I was like, I've been meaning to for ages, and some of you may remember me talking about it. My big crate that I used to have that I could put my goats in and dogs and whatever, it went kaput a while ago. And it was one of those plastic ones with the doors. And anyway, it just, long story short, it was old, beat up. It was a hand-me-down when I got it. I have no idea how old it was. Anyway, it just fell to you know what. So I've been without a large animal crate for a while, which I don't like. It's a pain not having one sometimes, because there's times where I'm like, man, I wish I could just throw one of them in this right now and like whatever, like get them out of my way or something. So anyway, I knew it was going to be expensive because they're not cheap. So I came to Tractor Supply, and I thought, well, I was in West Point, which they don't have a Tractor Supply in West Point, and I also needed baling wire still, because there's still a couple more repairs that I need to make to some of the inside pens in the goat run. So I thought, well, I'll go, if I go all the way to Starkville, they have a Tractor Supply. And if Tractor Supply doesn't have what I need, they also have a PetSmart, so they might have some more options for dog kennels and things. So I ended up finding them finally. I had to ask somebody where they were. They were on the top shelf in boxes. I looked out in the garden, because usually the big dog kennels are out back. I found like the igloo ones that are like, you know, the little dog houses, but no kennels. And I asked somebody, and he's like, well, they were over here, but I don't see them. And then we asked somebody else, and then she found them. They were on the like top shelf, where I had walked by them about 10 times, but they were so up high in the air. No short jokes, but we didn't see them. So he got it down for me and everything. It's like over $100 after taxes and everything. I'm like, good gravy. I didn't want to have to spend that much on a carrier, on a crate, but I needed it. And I just can't, you know, like Kusi has to go to the vet for a couple of shots in like a month or two. And I'm like, he's much more mellow in the car, but even so, he's so big that it would just be easier to throw him in the back of the truck and not have him in the cab. And even when I take, you know, Lundy and Skylar to the vet, it would be easier to at least put one of them in there in the back, because Lundy's fine in the car, but Skylar decides that she kind of like David's new dog that likes to be, David from Come On Homesteading, that wants to be up in the front, only she's a much bigger dog. And so I literally have no field of view out this side of the vehicle when she parks herself right here to help me drive and stare out the front window. It can be a problem. It can be challenging. So that being said, I broke down. I got the new carrier. I may try to set it up just so she'll be more comfortable on the way home. She's probably still going to be kind of groggy, so honestly, I could probably just lay her in the smaller one and it'll be fine, and I can deal with not setting it up yet. We'll see. We'll see how she is. And then I've got a couple of plants, as you can see back there, some pothos. I've got one in the house that I bought shortly after we moved here, and it's going like gangbusters still, of course. But my wandering Judes that I have, like part of the plant has died, and so I need to trim it way back, and I want to transplant them into these prettier baskets. They have, I don't know if you guys can't really see them right here, but they have a little, from the hanging part, they have a little bridge with a little bird on it, and they were $6. And I was like, well, that's pretty, and that'll look nice on my white porch. So anyway, I'm gonna trim out the two wandering Judes that I have and repot them with some more new soil, and then plant those kind of on the other side of them to kind of fill them out and let them do their thing. Because wandering Judes is funny because they're pretty hardy, but they didn't, you know, they just didn't get enough sun while they were in the house, I think, and they need more sun than people think, I think, with those. Or that, you know, because they do really well on the front porch with like half a day of full sun, but in the house during the winter, especially too, you know, gotta remember, like the heater's running, then the air conditioner's running, like I think it's just too much. They're just not meant to be inside. I tried to save them, and I saved part of them. Like some of the plant is still fine, but you know, some of the sections of the plant are not fine, and they're not coming back. So I need to trim them down, transplant them, and let them see if they can actually survive. I do love wandering Judes though. I think they're one of the prettiest plants. I just love them. So anyway, so I got some of those. I'm gonna put those in there. And then, you know what I should do is the hanging plants that I have now, I like them a lot, the actual planters. I should take pups this fall from my, cause it's kind of, I feel like it's too late to do it now off my hostas. I'll take some pups and plant them so that next year I can have hostas in those. I don't see why that wouldn't work. And maybe they would just keep coming out of the bowl like they do in the bed. I don't know, I've never tried it in a hanging plant. We'll see. It would be an experiment. It's a beautiful day today. I wish I was just like at home, laying in the sun, you know, but I'm not. I'm running errands like a mad woman. So, and I needed to get like more fly spray for Beulah and more dog treats for the indoor girls. Because I used to get them, the Kirkland brand of the green sticks. I will buy boxes and boxes of them for them. And that you get those from Costco. Well, we don't have a Costco here. And I've tried to look at them online, but they're like way more expensive online than they are at Costco. When my girlfriend Jen has gone up to the Costco in Memphis, she's gotten them for me, I think once or twice, or maybe not since we moved, I don't know. But she bought me a bunch of them when she was still in San Diego before they moved out here. And she brought me a ton of them. And I'm only just now running out. And we've been here almost 2 years. And I give the dogs one, they get one each every day. So that's like their thing. And they've been really upset with me for a couple of weeks because, well, not a couple of weeks. It's been about a week and a half now. Because they haven't been getting their treat, their biscuit in the morning. And they look at me like, what? Why don't you love us anymore? They look hurt. So anyway, I got them some. They're way more expensive here, and they're a different kind. That's the other problem. Some girls are also very picky. Skylar will eat anything. She doesn't chew it. She just swallows it whole. It doesn't matter what it is. It's fine. Lundy, however, will literally not eat like a treat. Like if the vet tries to give her a treat, or if we're somewhere and somebody wants to give, no treats. She won't eat them. She won't eat them. It's weird. Go figure. So, we're gonna try these. We're gonna see if they like them. Cause Lundy, you know, she's older now. She's gonna be 10 this year. In like 2 months, 3 months, July, she'll be 10. And she's in good shape for a big dog who's 10. The vet's always amazed at how well and spry and young she is. but in a lot of ways, but her teeth are starting to show her age a lot, but not bad. Like, they're not bad enough that the vet's like, oh, we need to get them done or we need to pull any, but her breath is starting to get a little funky and whatever. And I, you know, so I try to keep up on the dental stuff with her, but she's an older dog. I mean, German Shepherds, you know, they don't live real long, you know, and you know, I can tell she's slowing down a little bit, but she's in really good shape for her age. But her muzzle is all gray now. She's getting older, poor baby. But anyway, she's still a doll. But if she tries to lick you, the smell is like, whoo, Lord have mercy. So, so it is what it is. And then, you guys may remember, I got turkey poults going right now. I got 8 left. I had ordered 10, lost 2 like right away. The one, I think it was like, I'd had them for a couple of hours and it went, and the other one, and it was literally like everybody was fine. Or no, it was the one that when it showed up, it was looking not good. And I tried to save it. I tried to give it some like sugar water and stuff, but it just was not. It was not going to make it, and it did not make it. And then there was another one that was looking kind of peaked, and then it didn't make it within like 24 hours. So I lost 2 of them. So I was down to 8. Well, there's a gal that my neighbor is friends with, and she texted me late last night, which I didn't see it till this morning because I got up at like 4 or something, because I had to have Tashka at the vet early. And then there was all kinds of things that went wrong this morning. I won't bore you with the details, but every chore this morning took longer than it should have. So instead of it taking like 30 minutes for me to do something, each thing took like an hour. It was ridiculous. Anyway, that she had these 2 turkey poults that were like 2 weeks old, and she was trying to get rid of them. And I was like, okay. So, which reminds me, oh no, I have. I need to make sure I have cash to pay her. I meant to see if I could take some out at Tractor Supply, and then I forgot, but I have to go to Kroger, and I think I can take some out there. I have some, but not quite enough. Anyway, so I'm gonna run by, she's like kind of on my way home. So after I pick up Tashka, I'll just kind of swing by her place and grab them. And then we'll put me back up to 10. So I'm like, all right, that's not so bad. So it's been a full day, and it's barely noon right now. I still have a bunch to do when I get home. Gotta get, you know, once I get home and everything, of course, gotta get Tashka settled. And I may try to work on, I don't have to go anywhere tonight. I don't have to do anything, nothing. So I may try to get my plants planted, and I do need to try to mess around with the new microphone a little bit and see if I can't figure out how to work that properly. Nothing comes with like instructions anymore. You have to like go online to read the instructions, and I feel like I like it when it's in the book and I can like flip it, versus like I have to scroll through every page to see what it's referring to over here. Anyway, that's my rant for that. But so get that squared away, and then tomorrow, I'm not sure. In fact, I should have filmed some of this today, all the running around and the craziness, but it's hard sometimes when you're by yourself and trying to juggle stuff to actually film it too. It's a struggle. Frankie's you know, away on her FFA retreat again, and her interviews, so thinking good thoughts for her for those. And she won't be home till tomorrow afternoon, till Saturday afternoon. So, and then we've just got, you know, a full day of trying to get some things done, and then maybe going to the Flywheel Festival in town. So we'll see. And then picking up the kid when she gets into town. So anyway, guys, back to work. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. And as always, safety's off.